Hey y'all, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit your like and subscribe button. And let's go ahead and get into today's set. So, for today's set, I'm doing the Femi Beauty Lazy Girl method, and I'm using my 3XL coffin goose trade tips that I got off Amazon. And these tips are to die for. If you like a good 3XL nail, these tips are the tips to go for. Really good for the Femi Beauty Lazy Girl method as well as the Gel X method. And I just like how snatched they are. Very, very nice length again. I wish I could wear these on a daily basis, but at the moment I'm not able to actually wear a 3XL nail. But when I am, you best believe these are the ones I'm going to continue to go for because they're really inexpensive. And yeah, they're just perfect for me. So for today's design, I'm using Asiesta Polygel from a card, and I'm also going to be using their clear polygel as well. So for today's set, I'm going to be doing a cracked icicle nail, and I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, and I thought it would be perfect to go ahead and give that a try now. So I'm taking Asiesta first, and I'm taking my polygel brush and some 91% alcohol as my slip solution, and I'm just patting that into the nail. But I took a small bead right into the middle because I'm going to first create all of the ombres on my nail. So with the ombre, you want to pat it in like I'm doing, but then take the tip of it and kind of just blend it out to make an ombre. You want to make sure to turn over the nail as well to make sure the ombre is coming out how you like. I kind of struggled with my ombres, and it's just because my Cart's polygel is a very stiff consistency, and I love it though. I really like a stiff polygel, but because it was so stiff, it kind of created a little bit of a problem when I was doing some of my ombres. And then I do feel like I did my ombres a bit higher than I wanted. Just thinking 3XL, I felt like the ombre needed to be as low as it was, but I actually would have liked it to go back a little bit more. But I did get them all the same length, which is what you would want to do when doing an ombre. So that did make it all the more better for me that all of my ombres did match up. And then the decoration I put on top as well, it helped. I cannot stand these stands that I'm using. So the sticky tabs on them, sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. As you saw me struggle with one of the nails, they tend to come off, and I'm using really light pressure. Like I'm not pressing hard at all when trying to apply the polygel, although the polygel is pretty stiff. And yeah, they were giving me a bit of a trouble. I did cut out some of it, but yeah, just that part alone was the most frustrating part of the entire set. Otherwise, the set was very quick, very simple, and very easy. Super beginner friendly, something that anyone can do. And I just love how they came out. So once I got all of my ombre set, I'm now taking the clear poly gel and filling in the top portion of the nail where the free edge would be. So I put in a good amount there, and I pat it into place as normal, making sure to cover the ombre portion of the nail as well. So you do want to make sure you're reaching all your side walls and everything, just so everything looks nice and even. And I love the clear polygel. It's like one of the clearest polygels that I've used thus far. So if you're in the market looking for a clear polygel, I highly recommend the carts. It is absolutely the best. And again, the consistency is just to die for. I love how stiff their polygel is, how it stays in place when you place it where you want. And that's just a plus for me with polygels. I've tried other brands and I really can't compare, but this is my favorite. So now I'm taking my saran wrap and I'm placing it over the nail, and I'm going to use my cuticle pusher and just kind of like make notches into the clear portion to make the icicle effect. Again, a very super beginner friendly, easy design that anyone can do. And I just absolutely love how these nails came out. So you want to keep that poly gel wet when doing this part, obviously. And then you're going to go ahead and place it in your lamp to cure for a full 30 seconds. At which point you're going to be able to remove that saran wrap with no problem in one piece so that you're able to create another nail if wanted. So once I took the saran wrap off, I'm now using this chrome powder from Born Pretty. It's a mermaid chrome, and I just wanted to give my icicles a little extra effect or extra glisten, and this worked absolutely amazing for that. So I'm just varnishing that into the polygel, and then once I get it covered how I would like, I do go ahead and with a top coat and top coat over it to cure that for 30 seconds, just still in that chrome. And you want to make sure you're using a top coat that you don't mind chrome getting into it, because it is possible that it does get into your top coat. But yeah, so you just simply top coat, cure, and you're good to go. So I'm just basically repeating this over all of the nails. I hope that everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you may be. And as always, I would like to take the time out just to thank anyone who watches my videos. It's greatly appreciated. Watching my videos to the end actually helps your girl out a lot. So I do appreciate you staying to the end. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the Nail Addict family. And I thank you so much for joining me on my nail journey. And if you've been subscribed, I love you guys more than words could possibly say. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate all of your love and support. So we're heading into the new year, and I'm just really grateful for where I am here on YouTube. It's been quite an experience, and I do enjoy making these videos and creating these nail sets. It is like a true love for me now. It's something that I kind of don't see myself not doing. Like, my mind is always on sets and nails and creating content. So thank you to anyone that has helped me get to where I am. I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you know anyone that may be interested in my videos, please share my videos so that we can grow our family. I appreciate you guys so much. So now jumping back into the nail set, I'm back to my thumb, and I placed the bead of Siesta into the cuticle area. And now I'm just patting it into place with my polygel brush as I normally would any Lazy Girl method nail. So you want to keep it thin by the cuticle so that there's not much spillage, if any. And then you just want to place this on your nail once everything is set. So if you want to keep them on, you want to make sure you're properly prepping. So you want to push back your cuticles, remove the dead skin, rough up the surface of your natural nail, then apply a dehydrator and primer of your choice, along with some base gel, curing that for 30 seconds, and then you're ready to go. So for me, I'm just doing a peel off because they're coming right back off after the video. So I just use my peel off, and then I'm just lightly pressing that onto my nail. When you're applying your Lazy Girl nails, you should not have to apply pressure. You always also want to size up from your normal nail size that you would use, just so the nail fits very nice onto your actual nail bed. And then I'm taking my polygel brush and just cleaning up any spillage. And then I do like a 15-second flash cure on each nail. And then once I get them all applied, I'll do a full 30-second cure in my length. So once they're all applied, I'm now taking my McCart Stephanie e-file and a mandrel with a 180 grit sanding band, and I'm just going around the cuticle area to remove any excess spillage that's there, and as well as make them more flushed to my nail. So for some reason, when I'm doing a peel off with the Lazy Girl method, I hate how they look. Like it doesn't look as crisp as I would like. But then when I'm doing the Lazy Girl method and like wanting them to actually stay, they look flawless. So I don't know what's the difference. I mean, my peel off is a little thick that I use, so maybe that's the reason. I'm not sure, but either way, I do like how these nails came out. The Femi Beauty method is just so beginner friendly and so easy. Anyone can do it. And it's just the best thing that Femi came out with. Like, when I say it's beginner friendly, I really mean that. And the best part is the product goes under the nail, so you always get a nice crisp nail where you don't really have to file. Now, with these, I did have to file a bit just because the cracked icicle part of the free edge area, of course, overlapped a bit. But I did that off camera, just filing the sides and the free edge just to make everything nice and straight before actually applying them to my nail. So then I'm taking a mini buffer and just buffing off the shine on all of the nails. And at this point, I was a little disappointed at how high my ombre was. I normally don't like an ombre this high, but then I sat back and thought about like what I actually wanted to put on the nail, and then I was okay with how high it was because I knew that it wouldn't look so bad. So now I'm going in with a top coat, and I decided to use an SXC top coat because it's really thick, like the consistency. And I knew I was going to pop these nails off, so I didn't want to use rhinestone glue to apply the rhinestones just because, to me that's a waste of rhinestone glue, being that I'm not going to even wear the nails. And this top coat worked perfectly, but for each nail, I'm just doing different rhinestone placements, just very random, to cover up that nail bed area, and I just love how they look. So the bigger pieces are like bluish, and then I use some crystal, like round crystal rhinestones and some pearls. So if you know me, then you know I love pearls. Pearls are absolutely amazing to me. My mom's side of the family, that is a nickname they gave me, was Pearl, after my grandmother. So I don't know, it's just something about pearls that I really like. So I just played with each finger, or thought about it before. So this index, I definitely played with everything a little bit, and I did use rounded um, pearls. So it was a little hard for them to stay on just because they were sliding and slipping all over the place. But like with a rhinestone gel or glue, they would stay in place. So if you're thinking of using rounded pearls, definitely use a rhinestone gel so that they don't move all over the place. But once I got this set, I did a full 30-second cure just to make sure that everything stayed in place just because I was using top coat. So on my middle finger, again, I'm applying some top coat, and I'm going in with another design. I decided to create a snowflake. So for this particular set, I know I wanted a snowflake on the nail, but I didn't know if I wanted to draw it or how I wanted to apply it. But I felt like these diamond rhinestones were perfect for making a snowflake, so that's what I did, and put a couple of pearls and rhinestones around that and cured that. Then on my ring finger, I'm going in and I'm going to use this square rhinestone just because I've never really used it. And so I have a kit full of like bigger rhinestones that I rarely use. And for this set, I said I wanted to use rhinestones that I rarely use. So I definitely wanted to incorporate this like square shape. And I loved how this one came out as well. And then on my pinky, I just did a random placement of like the clear rhinestones and pearls, and this one was really nice as well. And then for my thumb, I used some rhinestones that I have never used before and kind of created another type of a snowflake in my mind, like it was a snowflake, and just put some pearls and crystal rhinestones in between. Off camera, I did apply some cuticle oil, and I'll be back in just a moment with the final look. And here is the finished set. I just love how they look. Y'all, the length of these is amazing. The rhinestones just brought everything together. That chrome underneath gave the icicles an extra special glisten that I just loved. Comment down below and let me know what you think of this nail set. And then if you've made it this far, you may as well go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe and hit your post notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future sets. Also, comment down below and let me know which one of the nails was your favorite as far as the rhinestone placement goes. It was hard for me to choose, but I would have to say my middle finger was a favorite of mine. I just loved how that snowflake looked. It looked really extra special. And again, y'all, this length is everything. That Icicle polygel color is like to die for. It's a color that works with any skin tone, so it made it extra special. I did get an outside view as well, and I'll be doing more of these now that I'm back to my regularly scheduled program. But yeah, I just loved how these came out, and again, wish I could have worn them a lot longer, but it is what it is. I thank you all for joining me today, and I hope to see you in my next one. Remember to be the best you that you can be, and much love to you all.